Today's English lesson is titled A Day in the Life of Carol. This is not just any lesson today. No, this one's a bit different. A tad more authentic. Because you will be taking on the role of someone else today. Carol is here. She is not a supervillain. Not a household name. Merely a college student dealing with deadlines, living in a dorm, and the subtle chaos of daily routines. But in her narrative, your tale will also be discovered. Especially if you've ever tried to reconcile the basic human need to just breathe with a to-do list. This video is about more than just listening. It comes down to noticing. Learning the words we use on a daily basis but don't always hear. It involves practicing how people speak in real life. And hey, by the end of this, you'll feel like you're listening better and maybe even speaking better. Let's get started. A look inside Carol's college routine. Hello, I'm Carol. It's easy enough. But what follows? It gets interesting at that point. Carol left her home and moved into a dorm, that's right, a dormitory right on campus when she started college. That change? Huge. New location, new individuals, new speed. College life is not for the faint of heart. It's quick. It's noisy. And it demands structure. Not only is it beneficial for Carol to have a daily routine, it's survival. Let's break it down now. Morning hustle, little changes make a big difference. First of all, she awakens. Not surprising. However, she sips a full glass of water prior to scrolling, speaking, or even thinking deeply. Why? Because your body lacks water after a night of sleep. Things get moving with this minor habit. The shower follows next. The attire. Something that is cozy. Practical. Not too elaborate. What then? The dining room. She eats breakfast because if she doesn't, she will be exhausted, hazy, and honestly only half asleep by the time her first lecture begins. Carol believes, and she's not alone, breakfast is king. It gives the mind fuel. And at college, your mind is doing a lot of work. It's important to show up for class. She takes a walk to class after eating. Early. Not because she strives for perfection. Because she can get a good seat where she can actually hear the professor and take a breather before the lecture begins by arriving early. Her breakfast? Until noon, packed with classes. This is a sprint. Food, the friends, and a few laughs at the midday reset. Lunchtime is a significant break. Carol eats a sandwich or salad, neither of which are particularly filling. However, the company is the real value. She and her friends eat together. They laugh, rant about classes, and discuss plans for the weekend. It's informal. Comforting. Necessary. Focus for the afternoon. The library grind. It's time for the library after lunch. This is not nap time. It has a sharp focus. 2 hours, possibly longer. Assignments. Readings. Do you have any notes from that baffling lecture? It's time to untangle them now. She completes her coursework in this way, day by day, bit by bit. Wind down in the evening, movement and meaning. She goes to the other class if she has one. In that case, she either joins a study group or works on her assignments. She relaxes afterwards. Additionally, this section is just as important as the study sessions. She might exercise at the gym or go for a leisurely stroll around campus. Why? Because her body needs to move and her brain has been in overdrive all day. Dinner and life in a dorm. The quiet before night dinner is casual. Again, the dining hall, or something straightforward in the dorm kitchen. It's more about the atmosphere than the food, sharing stories, making small talk, and maybe laughing about how long that one assignment took. A gentle closing is the bedtime ritual. She reads before going to bed. Or watches music. There are no tests. There are no screens begging for attention. Merely a gentle closing. By 11 p.m., it's dark out. She is not being strict, Tomorrow will be another long day. Words from Carol's story in a vocabulary snapshot. Some expressions from Carol's time are presented here. Know them. Apply them. They will be discussed on a daily basis. A student's home away from home is a dorm. I share a dorm with 2 other people. Everything on a university's campus, everything from the grounds to the buildings, repeated, consistent. Reliable. She has a regular morning routine. The university cafeteria and dining hall, large tables, big portions. A formal class with hundreds of students often listening is called a lecture. Keep up and avoid falling behind. Keep playing the game. The entirety of a course's tasks is called coursework, not merely tests. Assignment, specific projects or homework. To unwind and let go of stress, see unwind. Mate is a British and Australian slang term for a friend or a classmate. Casual and friendly. Speaking practice, let's work together on this. Now, continue following Carol. Seriously. In public. Yes, absolutely. Speaking helps your brain retain language. My name is Carol. I lived in a dorm on campus after starting college. College life is hectic. Having a routine for the day is important. Continue in this manner with the phrases, varying your speed and tone to mimic native speakers. Final thoughts, keep moving forward, you are doing very well. Have you completed the task? That is incredible. Really. Every word you repeat in a video like this adds up. Fluency does not develop in a single big moment. It comes from consistently showing up, just as Carol does to her classes. So, if even a little of this helped, click like. Make a friend of it. Subscribe. We are able to continue creating lessons just for you thanks to your support, which keeps us going. Stay curious, be consistent, and keep learning until the next time. Come back soon.